All right, everyone, welcome back. And we are going to do a little playthrough for you guys today so you can kind of get a flavor of what the game is like from an outside perspective or help you play it a little more quickly when learning how to play. So,
yeah, we're going to start with chapter 1 today.
if you guys want to learn how to set up the game and understand a little bit about the character setup and whatnot, the wielder display, go ahead and watch the Unseen Battle Guide video 1. And that'll get you started on the setup. So I'm just going to give you a quick overview here. So in chapter 1, and we'll show you the cards here in just a second, we're going to start in the upper left-hand corner of the board. The wielders that you've chosen are going to be right around in this area marked the Doubt Dark Zone. They can be anywhere within the zone. It doesn't really matter. Just place them in there. When it's your turn, you can move your character anywhere you want within the zone without spending an action. But when it's not your turn, you are unable to move your character. So keep that in mind because line of sight, it does come into play in the game.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that as we play. But for starters, we're going to roll for leadership to see who goes first. So Linda, how about you roll for River?
Yeah.
So you're going to take your D12, which is your guidance die, the purple die. Whoever gets the highest goes first.
10, not bad.
River, you got a 10. Go ahead and roll for Arya.
9.
I'll roll for Sparrow.
9.
Also a 9. And a 5 for Peter. So it looks like River goes first. Go ahead and take that and put that at the end of your...
Somehow that's poetic.
Yes, I see it.
Let's get this party started.
So the first thing we're going to do before we start playing is we're going to, let's look at the chapter cards. So the first thing that it says in the chapter cards is each wielder draws 1 discernment card. We're going to trade and equip as desired, which means we can choose which one of the weapons we want to use amongst ourselves. And then we're going to listen to the Unseen chapter 1, which is the story. Now we're going to skip that part here, mostly because of spoilers and just for the sake of speed.
Yeah, plus we know the story, and it's more fun if you guys experience it on your own, I think.
So we're just going to do that now, starting with River. Go ahead.
Got mine. Bright and Morning Star. This is perfect. It's actually a prayer type weapon, as you can tell up here. And I've got a distance of 0 to 1. It says if equipped, I have a -1 strike boost. That's really going to help whenever I'm targeting enemies, in case I miss.
Also, you'll notice on some cards you'll have a +1, and that'll be colored, which means that's going to add a boost to whatever die. So with this particular card, a 13 becomes a 14 when using that weapon. With a minus strike boost, your strike die, which is your enemy's die, is going to be reduced by 1, helping you guard.
This is a great draw.
That is a good first one.
Good draw.
And then Arya, go ahead and draw for Arya.
Okay, so Arya drew the Strong Tower.
Which is a shield.
This is a shield, so if I want to equip this, I'm going to have to put this in one of my hands on my wielder display. This has a +1 to my faith.
Which is your guard die. So when you're guarding, your 5 becomes a 6.
Mm-hmm. And also, if equipped, I have the gift Petra, which we can go into a little bit more later on.
Well, we can just tell you now, if you don't have enough faith to guard, you'll get to re-roll that die. Sparrow is going to draw his card. We have Starfall. This is a prayer type weapon. You can tell by the little icon up in the upper right. This also gives me a light boost when using this particular weapon. It's a distance of 0 to 3, which means that if I'm in a zone, this is 0, 1, 2, and 3. So this weapon actually is pretty cool when it comes to distance. On a light of 20, call a warrior angel into the targeted zone. So that's pretty handy. But since you, Linda, are a prayer warrior, you're going to get more of a benefit to that. So I'm going to give this to River. The Whisper of Peace. This is a ranged weapon. This is a longbow, has a distance of 0 to 2. And I also get a light boost with this weapon. If this weapon hits, make another combat roll using a prayer if one is equipped. Does not take another action. So this is a pretty cool ability. If I have a prayer in my other hand and I manage to hit with this one, I get a free action. Plus I get a light boost with it. So I'm going to keep this for Sparrow unless you want to wield it since you're wielding prayers. Maybe Arya could carry it?
Maybe. Are you interested in taking the Strong Tower?
Yeah, I'll take the Strong Tower for Sparrow. So Sparrow already has a ranged weapon equipped, so that way I can put a shield in my other hand, and that'll give me a little bit of a boost when I'm guarding, plus it gives me Petra, which is pretty awesome. Peter already has Petra because of his starting ability. I'll show you over here. It says, when guarding, you may re-roll your faith die once if your faith total is not enough, does not stack, which is the rule for Petra. And I get this no matter if I have a piece of armor on or not. It's always active, which is pretty awesome. So the next part of our chapter, now that we've completed the first objective, is to destroy the stronghold of doubt. See page 53. That'll tell you how to destroy the stronghold of doubt, but we'll walk you through it. Once the stronghold is destroyed, discard the stronghold of doubt, and all wielders reveal their blue refinement level. Okay, so first things first, guys, we're going to go after the stronghold of doubt, which from our point here is 2 zones away. So we're here, that's 0, 1, 2, and this is the stronghold of doubt. Now, the stronghold can be targeted from here if we have a range of 2. Otherwise, we're going to have to get close enough to have the distance to be able to target it. Now, if you look really close, when you look down at the bottom, you'll notice there's 3 little symbols. So there's a melee, a prayer, and a ranged attack symbol. Now, to take down a stronghold, with this particular stronghold, you're going to need to hit it once with a melee, twice with a prayer type, and once with a ranged weapon. This can be a combined effort. So like one character can hit it with a ranged, one can hit it with a prayer, and then another can hit it with a prayer. Once this has been marked with the tokens that you've hit it with, and you've completed this task, the stronghold is down and that objective is over and you can move on to the next thing. All right, so now that we've explained that, let's get into the action. So since River has leadership, she's gonna go first. She's gonna spend her 3 action tokens and her guidance prayer, and we'll talk about that as we go along. So
let's see. Right now, I've got Bright Morning Star. That only has a distance up to 1, so I'm not within range where I'm at. River's going to move forward 1 zone. So now I have the range to hit that door from right where I am using the Bright Morning Star.
Okay, so don't forget to spend your actions. You moved, which was 1 action,
and now I'm gonna.
Now you're going to
Target that door with Bright Morning Star.
So from here to here is 1 zone. So she has a line of sight, which means she can see the target, and she's going to roll. She needs a 12 to hit. So if you look on your dark status card, it'll tell you that strongholds are a light of 12 to hit. 11 and below, you miss. They spawn strike. So here we go, Linda. She got a 5.
That's a 5. Even with my light boost, that's not enough to hit that door. So
the stronghold retaliates on a miss, which means a darkness card spawn strikes in your zone. So it looks like a fear is coming after you. This fear has a strength of 3, and he is going to try to attack you with dodge and terror. So that goes in your zone, and you're going to have to guard that attack.
All right, so that means I need to use the strike die and the faith die.
So that means good. So to successfully guard against this fear, you're going to add up the 3 to the strike die here, which is a 5. So that makes this attack a 5, 6, 7, 8. She needed an 8 or better to successfully guard. She rolled a 3, so that means she got hit with terror. She's going to roll the colored die. Go ahead and roll that colored die, Linda.
Here we go.
It's black.
It's black.
That's bad news.
That's the hatred dark zone.
So what ends up happening, because she was hit by fear, she is going to be sent all the way to the other side of the board, which is the hatred zone. She's sent all the way over there, along with the fear
Hi, guys.
that hit her. So she is separated from the group. That's bad news. But she did not receive a burden.
Okay, so River is going to spend her last action to move out of that hatred dark zone. I don't want to be there during the darkness phase.
Okay, it looks like the only place you can move is straight out. So she's going to come out here. Do you want to be anywhere particular out here? Or are you good?
No, that works.
Okay, so River moves out. That's her last action, but she still has a guidance prayer.
Yes, I do have my guidance prayer. I'm thinking I probably should use that first. I'm going to spend my guidance prayer to pray for discernment, see if I can get some cool cards, some new weapons maybe.
Okay, so praying for discernment means you're going to use your guidance die, which is the purple D12. And she's going to need a 3 or better.
10.
You got a 10. That totally does it. So she gets to get a discernment card. And it is...
I got the Tongue of the Wise. I think Peter might like this. So this is a blade type weapon, and if equipped, you have a +1 faith boost and cannot become sick.
And she's gonna store that in her armory, which is in the upper right-hand corner
We'll save that for later.
of your wielder display. But yes, Peter wants that when you see him next. All right, River, you're out of action, so it goes to Arya.
All right, Arya's got all 3 actions and a guidance prayer. I think I'm going to start with spending my guidance prayer right now. So I'm going to roll that d12. I'm going to pray for discernment. I got a 9, which is way better than a 3, so I got myself a new card.
Keep in mind, you can use your guidance prayer at any time during a chosen phase. That means it doesn't even have to be your turn to use it, and you can use it anytime during your turn.
Found another melee weapon.
Ooh, let me see. Oh yeah, that's a good one. The Axe of Holy Fire. It's an axe. If equipped, you cannot be webbed or frozen. Must still block the burden. This means that if you get hit by webs, the webs of guilt, you can't be webbed, but they will still try to burden you. So yeah, that's a super handy one. Do you want to hang on to that, or
you know what? Actually, we're in the same zone, and I specialized in prayer type weapons, so you can totally have that, Peter.
Yeah, because you're right there and I'm right here, so that's cool. I will take that.
I'll put the little prayer marker token on my...
And I'll put that there. Because she drew the card, that means she accessed her armory and she was able to swap with me for free without spending an action. If you want to swap with people and you haven't drawn a discernment card, you will have to spend an action to access your armory. So let's move on to the rest of Arya's turns.
Okay, so that's spent. And let's see. Let's do something fancy.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to spend my first action and move forward 1 zone.
That's Arya's speciality.
So now she, using the Whisper of Peace, which is a ranged weapon, I actually have a distance of 2 on there, but it does something cool. So I'm gonna move forward.
So again, remember 0, 1. So she has plenty of distance.
So using the Whisper of Peace, if this weapon hits, I get to make another combat roll using a prayer. So
Nice.
here we go. Let's
Do
see if
it.
this works.
Crush the
Here
stronghold.
we go.
Oh my
That's a
gosh.
2.
Womp, 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 womp. It is guilt. With the strength of 2.
Maybe I was supposed to hold on to that other weapon.
Yeah. All right, so now the guilt is going to attack Arya because the stronghold is striking back because she missed. Or, I'm sorry, Spawn striking because she missed.
All right, that's looking pretty good.
That is looking good. So this guilt here is a 2, and this strike is a 1, so that makes it a 3. She rolled a 5, so she totally blocked it. And that guilt can just kick rocks. We don't care.
Yep. I can't be bothered by you, guilt.
All right, you got one more action, Arya. What are you up to?
I'm gonna try something fancy again.
Do it!
Last action, here we go. Rolling the light die.
Rolling that light die.
17. That was with the Whisper of Peace.
Did you pray first? You must have.
I was getting warmed up.
All right, so that means she hit the stronghold successfully with a what type of weapon?
That was a ranged weapon.
That was a ranged weapon. So we're gonna mark the stronghold. We have the 1 mark with a ranged weapon. We no longer have to hit it with a ranged weapon. We just need 2 prayers and a melee strike.
And what was really cool about this, like I said, if this weapon hits, I get to make another combat roll using a prayer, which I do have Burning Heart. That's my starting weapon.
You weren't kidding, that was fancy.
Told you.
So now she's gonna get to use her main hand weapon.
Yeah,
since
Burning Heart. Here we go.
Nice. Do it.
No, that's an 8. +1 is a 9.
She is getting spawn struck again. Sickness is coming after you. He's a strength of 2. Let's throw that guy out there. Now, when you put out multiple cards of darkness, the top card becomes active. They have to go in a stack. You can't have multiple darkness. Once it becomes a stack of 5, it becomes a horde. Hordes are nasty. They will start to move, and they will also keep you bound in the zone you're in. So you want to keep the stacks of darkness down as much as possible. Plus, if you're in a zone with a darkness card, during the darkness phase, it will strike you. Yeah. So Linda is in a bit of a bind here with Arya.
Hey, man. Peter's got my back.
And I'm a sickness killer.
All right, but I gotta guard this.
Okay. All right.
That's a 1 on my faith die.
Arya is struggling, man.
You know what's really funny is I got, let's see, the Tongue of the Wise, which would have blocked sickness. I got the Axe of Fire, which would have blocked webs.
And you started giving them away.
And I just put them in my armory.
Well, unfortunately, River had the sword that protected her from that, so.
It's just interesting.
Yeah. Isn't that ironic? All right.
So I am sick.
Yeah, so you got sick. This is what happens when sickness strikes you. We'll just show you guys the rule really quick. If sickness strikes you and your guard is unsuccessful, you are not burdened, but instead you become sick, distance 0 to 1. If you are out of their range, they will not strike back. If your guard is successful, nothing happens and combat ends. So sickness hit her. That means she's sick. So this is going to go over her green refinement level. You are sick. Place this over your green level. Every action you make requires 2 action tokens.
Gifts that call for 2 actions cannot be used. If you are healed, remove this card. Not a burden. You can still rest if you are sick.
So that goes over your green refinement level, which is in the middle of your display at the top there. Now, those rules apply until she is healed. Let's see if we can get you healed. So Sparrow is going to move forward 1 into your zone. Now,
Hey, Bucket.
the reason why I moved forward is because you can only heal people who are in your zone. So on here it says, healing, trust of 10, remove 1 sickness card or a burden from you or an ally in your zone. So I'm going to take my guidance prayer token, flip it over, and then I'm going to roll this guidance die, which is the purple D12, and I need a 10 or better. Oh, and we're praying hard. Here we go. I got a 3. I did not get it, so we're in this together.
That's okay.
Well, so I wasn't able to heal you, but let's see if we can get these guys out of your zone so you're not in danger.
Don't forget, you've spent 1 action to move in there too.
That is true, but I'm going to spend another action here to go after that sickness. Let's see what happens.
Get it, Sparrow.
I have the Breath of Life, which is pretty cool. I got a 2. I missed also. So
But you've got Petra.
I do have Petra, which is my shield. So if you look at my card here, I used the Breath of Life, which is a ranged weapon, but I didn't hit. So I'm going to guard now, which means I'm going to take my faith die and the strike die. I'm going to roll them together. Ooh, so that makes him a 2, plus he is a 2.
So that's 4.
That's 4, but I have Petra, so I get to re-roll my faith die. So here we go. And I got a 10. That's an automatic block no matter what. So I had tons of faith, took that shot, no problem. And now I'm going to try to go after him again. So let's see if we can do this. Ready?
I'm so ready. This is your last action.
Sparrow going after the sickness. Here we go. This is my last action. I got a 13. All I needed was a 12. So that means I hit him. Boom.
Done. One last thing.
So whenever you successfully hit any darkness card, you're going to collect those off to the side for that character. Now in the bottom left-hand corner of every darkness card, you'll see an LP with a number. That stands for light points. If you earn enough of these to equal 100, you can put those...
Yeah, you turn them in.
You turn them into the bottom of the deck, send them back to the pit, and then you will get a Heaven's Armies card, which you will be able to play at any time during the game. So collect those off to the side, and eventually you'll have angels coming to help you and aid you in your fight.
What's really neat about that too is if you have a couple of wielders in your zone and between the 2 of you, you have enough light points, you can combine them and then decide which wielder keeps the angel.
And you can do that as a free action, so it doesn't even have to be your turn to be able to do that. So that's pretty cool. So he's going to call for help from Peter.
Clean up on 1.
It's not very glamorous, but
Somebody's got to do it.
somebody's got to take care of it. Now, because he has the Axe of Holy Fire on, he's going to use that because
That's smart.
it'll keep me from getting webbed. So Peter's going to jump in for 1 action, and he's going to slice and dice him. Let's see what happens. I need a light die. We need a 12 or better. I got an 18. For his glory. All right. That guy's out of there. We are no longer in danger, so that's cool. And as I showed you before, I'm going to take that card place it off to the side. Collect that for later.
Don't forget, you spent 2 actions.
Now I'm going to spend my last action to move into the next zone just to prepare myself for the next round. Now that everybody's spent all of their actions and guidance prayer, we're going to go into darkness phase. But I almost forgot, Peter does have a guidance prayer token here. So I wish I would have thought of that when I was in the zone with Arya, but it was too late. So now I'm just going to use it to pray for deliverance for River. Hopefully she can get a little bit further down the board. So deliverance will allow her to move. If I get a trust of 7, you or another wielder may move 1 zone, even if bound, or remove webs. So River's kind of down the
road a bit.
River's kind of down the river. And we're gonna try to calm down.
That just happened.
Yeah. Everybody just needs to calm down. Here we go. Rolling for. I need a what?
A 7.
A 7.
Minimum.
7 minimum. I got an 11.
Fantastic.
Woo! That means that River, I'm going to move her for you. Is that okay? Over here. Me. I know. But I couldn't. You had to be in the same zone.
I know.
All right. So do you want to be anywhere specific? You good?
Nah.
All right. We're going to put her right there. She's working her way back. But she's going to have to cross the pit eventually, which is a little bit difficult. But now we're going into darkness phase. All right. So after everybody's taken all of their turns and all of their actions and all of their coins have been spent, you go into darkness phase. Darkness phase is broken up into a few steps. I'll show you the steps. It's actually on the back of the battle guide, so you can go through it pretty quickly. But it starts with darkness strikes, darkness spawns, then darkness moves. Well, we're in a pretty good position right now because darkness only strikes people who are actually in their zone with darkness. And since we're not in any zones with any enemies, we're not going to be hit. So
Done.
Boom, that's done. Darkness spawns. So here we go. Roll the colored die and activate the breach of the colored die result. Let's just start there and then we'll move on from there.
I'm gonna roll.
Go ahead and roll it inside there.
I like that one.
It's black. I don't like any of them. They're all bad. But yeah, I mean, if you got to roll one, it's good that it's farther away from us. So what that means is you'll notice on the board that there are different dark zones. So there's the guilt dark zone, there's the suffering dark zone, hatred, which we've mentioned before, fear. Down here we have sickness, and then over here doubt. Well, since she rolled black, color-coded wise, the hatred dark zone is active, which means the hatred breach goes active in that zone. Now, if a breach is active, you're going to have to spawn 1 darkness in its zone, which means there's 2 in there now. Now, if a breach gets activated again, say on the next darkness phase, and we roll black again, this will flip to a +1, which means the amount of darkness that's going to come out is going to amplify. And once there is a horde in there, meaning 5 cards or more, they're going to start moving. Right now, we don't have enough darkness cards on the board to actually justify the darkness moves section, so we won't talk about that right now. We'll talk about that when it does actually happen. But that's the end of darkness phase. We're going to move back into chosen phase, which means the person with leadership passes it down to the player on their right, and then that person starts. Everybody else is going to flip their tokens back over, and then we're going to start a new chosen phase, starting with Arya.
So anointing means anytime during the chosen phase, I can spend action tokens, as if they're guidance prayer tokens, to pray for healing. And then this time, healing is now a trust of 7 instead of 10. I'm going to spend an action to pray for anointing. That's a 6.
And you needed a 7?
Yep.
Well, Arya being who she is, she can actually just spend actions to try to heal herself again. If
Yeah, so I'm gonna spend my second action. Try that again.
Oh, that's
Well.
what you're looking for right there.
There we go.
Da, 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 da.
right.
So she is healed.
No longer sick.
Nice.
This goes away.
So yes, see what happens when you persevere and pray hard.
Awesome.
What else do you have?
Then I'm going to spend my guidance prayer to pray for discernment, see if I can get a new piece of equipment here.
Okay.
So I need a 3 or better. that's a 10.
That'll do, donkey. There you go.
Looks like I got his mercy.
Ooh, that's a good one. His mercy. This is a distance of 0 to 2. This weapon uses the gift Emmanuel. This weapon cannot be taken. So suffering cannot take this weapon.
Emmanuel means God with us. For every darkness hit with the mentioned weapon type, remove 1 additional darkness of any other type within the same zone, SP any. You cannot remove 2 of the same darkness type. You may choose to remove fear with ranged or prayer type weapons as long as the first darkness slain was not fear.
The reason why it brings that up about fear is you can only hit fear with melee weapons.
Typically, yeah.
Typically, that's the standard, unless you have an ability that says otherwise. So, long story short, what I can do with this bow that she's given me.
Did I?
Maybe. You can have it. I don't want it.
I don't need it.
All right, I'll take it. Thank you. So now if I hit a stack of darkness and I'm successful, I can remove another type of darkness off of that same zone. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, what else you got there, Aria?
I don't have too much, but I do have enough. I have 1 more action, and I'm going to use Burning Harp, which is my prayer type weapon,
Well, that's a good one.
to target that stronghold and see if we can get a prayer strike on that dang stronghold door.
Let's play us a song, girl.
Here we go.
Play us a song of praise.
Rolling the light die.
That is
10
a 10.
plus 1 is 11. That's not quite enough. Guess what happened?
You are spawn-struck. What do we have?
Oh,
Suffering.
look.
That's not
Suffering.
good.
He takes things.
So suffering, if it manages to hit her, it's actually going to remove the weapon that tried to hit her. Well, since she used her main weapon, it can't take that. But things are going to happen if she doesn't block successfully. So try to block that suffering.
All right.
Don't
so-
try, just do. You know, the whole Yoda thing.
Right, so that suffering card has a strength of 2. So hopefully, let's see if I can roll low there.
Do it! Yes.
There we go.
That's a lot of faith.
Let's see, my faith is a 7 to his total of 4 strength. Totally blocked that.
Nice.
So he doesn't take nothing.
Well done. Are you out of actions?
I'm all out of actions.
All right. Well, that wasn't a total bust. You were managed to get healed.
I'm
And,
just bringing out some potential light points, y'all.
Yeah, there it is. More targets for me. All right, Sparrow has this new handy dandy bow, His Mercy, and he has the Strong Tower, which is a really good shield. I'm just gonna go after what's in my zone since we've already taken care of the ranged portion of the stronghold. So here we go. Sparrow's going after Suffering. He got a 1. That's not good. So that Suffering's gonna strike back. I need to block it. I got another 10. So he completely blocked that. Super easy. That was an action to attack. Guards do not spend actions. Those are reactionary. So here we go. I'm going to try to hit him again. Got a 9. I missed.
Get
Let me go with
closer.
Petra. Got a 7 to his 5, 6, 7. Well, it's meter beat. So since I got a 7, I win. So,
Meat to beat.
Yep. I had enough faith. Just enough faith to beat that Suffering. 1 more try. This is my last action. I'm gonna spin that last action, and this is it. I can feel it. I can feel it praying hard. Here we go. Nope. Let's block it. That is a
Ooh.
6 to his 6, 7, 8. So he had an 8 strength to my 6 faith. I'm getting hit.
Forget about your Petra.
Oh, I have Petra. That's right. Yes.
Plus, Strong Tower does give you a +1 to your faith boost.
Okay, so we
Still
need
not quite
we need a 7 to win this here. Not kidding.
That's a fool.
All right, so here we go. Sparrow's getting struck by Suffering. This is a bad. But we'll get them. They will not conquer us. We will prevail. Here we go.
So if Suffering strikes you and your guard is unsuccessful, they're going to take the weapon you targeted with, discard, and hit you for 1 burden. If dual wielding, which doesn't apply, you discard the weapon of your choice. If none of your equipped items can be taken, you're going to discard 2 items from your armory, player's choice.
So that means I lose the weapon that I struck him with, which is His Mercy.
But that can't be taken.
This weapon cannot be taken. So kick rocks. But I do take the burden.
Yes.
So that means when I get hit with a enemy that gives me a burden, you take the cover card that's over the color that hits you. So since he's purple, I have to take that, flip this over, and I receive 1 burden. Now, if you have a burden or multiple burdens, for every burden that you have, you receive a -1 to your light die. So every time I roll one of these guys, it's reduced by 1. So a 17 becomes a 16. To get those burdens off, you're going to have to be healed. Somebody has to pray for healing to heal you, or you can pray for healing yourself. Now, if you get 3 or more burdens, that means you are overwhelmed. And we'll go into that if that happens, if and when that happens. So
it does happen.
Okay, moving on. Sparrow has spent all of his actions. Now he's going to spend his guidance prayer. And I am actually going to pray for healing. I got a 6, so I didn't get it, but that's all right. I'm still kicking.
I could tell it wanted to be a 10 though.
Let's move on to Peter. Here we go, Peter. What you got, man? He is wielding the Weight of Mercy, which is a melee weapon, and the Axe of Holy Fire. Now, we haven't gotten any melee strikes on the stronghold yet, so before I go back and help you guys out, I'm going to try to take a hit on this stronghold. I'm going to spend 1 action.
You're going to hit it.
So I'm going to take this light die here, and I need a 12 or better. Going after the stronghold. I got a 15. So, bam! I hit that stronghold with the Weight of Mercy. I put a big dent in it. We got the single shot that we needed of melee. Now we just need 2 prayer strikes on there. So since I'm successful in that, I'm actually going to pop on over here for another action. And I'm going to try to take out this suffering so we're not in danger during the darkness phase.
Thanks, Peter.
Yeah, that's what I do. So here he goes.
It's your last action.
I'm going to use the Weight of Mercy again. 17. Boom. Peter crushes it. He gets that suffering. Collect that off.
Those light points.
Racking them up. Racking them up. All right. That was an action to move and an action to strike. I still have my guidance prayer, so I'm going to pray for healing for Sparrow Eyes in there. Or should I pray for more discernment?
Man, that's a tough one.
I'm going to go for healing.
I mean, I can heal.
You do have anointing, that's true.
Eventually.
We're pretty looted up, but what if I get anointing wall? That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
I'm gonna go for discernment. I got a 6. Cool. That wouldn't have worked if I was praying for healing. I got another bow. This is called the Rejoicer. Doubt will not strike back on a miss. We haven't dealt with doubt yet, but this is a handy bow. Since I'm in the zone with Sparrow, I'm gonna give it to him. So Sparrow's gonna take it, and I'm just gonna place it in my armory for right now. I can use that later.
So now it's River's turn.
Let's not forget River.
All right.
She's down here on the other side of the board trying to get back to us. So she has to cross the pit to get to us, which can be nasty. Whenever you enter the pit, you are going to get spawn struck. It's not a place you want to get stuck. So let's see what River can pull off here on this.
Yeah. So I'm going to flip my first action. Could you move her into the pit, please? And I'll throw out the darkness card, see what happens.
Here we go. Boom. What is it? It's sickness again. These guys are relentless. All right. So that's a sickness, and he's a strength of 3.
He's a big
That's
boy.
a big one.
Okay, so I need to guard this. Here we go.
She was hit by sickness, which means she's going to actually receive a burden, which means she's actually going to get sick. So.
All right, so that goes over my green refinement level. I'm going to use my guidance prayer to pray for discernment, see if I can draw a weapon. And if I do, that'll open up my inventory and I can put this Tongue of the Wise on at the same time. Nice.
What'd you get?
Oh, I got some armor.
Oh, that's a good one.
Sweet. This allows me to carry a +1 burden before being overwhelmed. So that means I can actually have up to 3 burdens and still be in the game.
I'd put that on for sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely putting that on. And at the same time, I'm going to go ahead and equip that Tongue of the Wise, which says, if equipped, you can have a +1 faith boost and cannot become sick. Remove the sick card if equipped while sick. So bye-bye, sick affliction. We're done. Now I still have 2 more actions. So my second action is moving out of that zone. I don't really care to deal with that guy right now. And growing knowledge. I'm gonna use growing knowledge against that stronghold.
Growing knowledge is your main weapon, I believe, right?
Yeah, that's my starting weapon. So
that's a good one. It has end his time. You know what that is?
Reroll.
Okay, so here we go.
Told you.
Nice. What was that?
That's an 18.
Oh, that's crushing it. Bam.
Sorry,
Nice.
I was doing a happy dance.
Yeah. You can see it in the shadows.
She doesn't dance like that.
Yeah, she does. I'm so glad that wasn't on camera.
All right, so we just need one more prayer strike, but I'm all out of actions. So now we are heading into the darkness phase.
Okay, darkness phase isn't going to be a whole lot of steps since we're early on in the game. It gets a little more complex as we go along. But let's go ahead and roll that color die. We've explained kind of what goes on.
Rolling that color die.
It's blue, which means the blue dark zone is active and the breach is open, and a darkness card comes out. What comes out there? Ooh, that's a spiritual tech. That's not good. Go ahead and play that out for us, Linda.
Okay, so this says expose one darkness card from the deck in every player occupied zone. Then discard this card. All right, so they're not striking us, they're just spawning.
Okay, so since there is 2 zones that we're in, there is 1 darkness card in each zone. So there is a strength 2 sickness and another suffering. That's a big dog. Okay. And that ends darkness phase. There's no hordes on the board to move. Now we're going to go back into the next chosen phase, which means the leadership card gets passed to Sparrow. And take that, place that there. I don't really have any prayers to equip, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spend my guidance prayer to pray for healing. I got a 6, so that's a big no.
Hey, you know what though? I can spend an action with Arya out of sequence and pray for healing for you since you're in the same zone as me.
That's because a guidance prayer is actually a free action. So, oh, and she can use actions as free actions because she has anointing. Mm-hmm. So go ahead and do that. That would be awesome.
Here we go. 7 or better. That's a 4.
That's a 4. Okay.
You mean try again, or are you good?
Don't spend your actions. I would just use your guidance prayer instead.
Okay.
So that way you have some turns to take care of some things if you need to. Oh man.
That's
okay.
Another 4.
That's fine. That's fine. I can handle this.
This is like a 4 for 4 deal.
Yeah. So I have burdens, but I'm not out. So here we go. I'm going to use this guy to target the suffering in my zone using his mercy. So here we go. That's 5 I missed, so it's going to strike back. I'm going to try to guard. I have a 3 faith against his 3/4, but I also have Petra. So
Wait.
What?
You have a +1 to your faith.
Oh,
you don't even have to reroll.
I do. Look at that. I got a +1 right there. So it's 4/4, which means I win. It's meter beat on the guard.
That's a lot of 4s.
Woo! That was a close one. All right, I'm going to go after him again. Here we go. Using his mercy. Let me do that again. That wasn't on the bucket. Well, that was a 10, 11. So 10, 11. I needed a 12. Oh, and it goes back down to a 10 because I have a burden. All right, so I'm going to guard again. Here we go. That's a 9 to his 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 9, 9. Actually, it's a 10 because of my faith boost there. And that means I guard successfully. So that's 1, 2 actions. This is my last action. Here we go. Come on, Sparrow. 13.
Nice.
That
13 -1 from remembered, and you're still good.
That often works.
Yep.
So what ended up happening was this guy got taken out here. That was a last-ditch effort. And we are safe because there are no more darkness in our zone. But in in River's zone, there is still a sickness. Let's see what Peter can do here. Peter's going to pray for healing for River.
River's healed up.
Oh, she is.
Yeah, because I
That's
equipped
right.
him otherwise.
That's right. I forgot about that. So Peter is going to pray for discernment. You got a 4. I needed a 3. Looks like I got myself a crossbow here. The humble heart. This weapon uses in his time. This is a really handy one. Even though Peter is a champion, he gets benefits from that. I'm going to equip this anyways because I like that benefit of being able to re-roll my die if I miss. So I'm going to actually take off the Axe of Holy Fire for now, put that in my armory, and I'm going to...
I think that's pretty safe. There's no guilt on the board. Well, at least not around us.
I'm going to go after that sickness in your zone there, River, and see if I can take him out with that crossbow. It's a distance of 0 to 1, so I can do that. Here we go. That's an 8. It misses, so it strikes me back from where
10?
it is. Oh, that's right. I just got done talking about that. Boom, and there it is. 14. Get that guy. So here we go. So Peter's going to spend an action to move. And then he is going to pray. You can actually rest. During your turn, you may spend all your remaining action tokens to make 1 extra guidance prayer. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to spend my remaining action to pray for guidance, and I'm going to pray for discernment. 10.
Sweet. What'd you get?
That's a big yes. Another bow. Did we shuffle these? My goodness.
Oh, we totally shuffled them.
This is a really awesome bow. This is called the Messenger longbow, distance 0 to 2. On a light of 19, place a warrior angel in the target's zone. So, River, what do you got going on over there?
Well, gee, let's see. Growing knowledge.
That is a prayer. We need one more prayer on this thing.
One more prayer and the thing's coming down.
Remember, our objective on the card is to take the stronghold down before we can go to the next objective. So this could be the final hit on this thing before we take it down.
All right, it's been my first action.
Yeah. That is a natural 20. What a perfect shot for the end of the Stronghold of Doubt. All right, let's bring that sucker down. Once the stronghold is destroyed, discard the Stronghold of Doubt, and all wielders reveal their blue refinement level.
You're welcome.
Yes. All right, guys, so this is what happens. So we're going to get to reveal our first refinement level, which means we're going to get to remove the first card here off of our wielder display. So each wielder is going to have a different ability. So for Sparrow, it's called Bladed Wings. We can go through these abilities one at a time. We might as well. Once per turn, you may spend an action to do one of 2 things. Target a monarch who is shrouded in darkness with a ranged weapon, which means you can target a monarch even if there's enemies in his zone. Normally, you wouldn't be able to do that. Target webs on another wielder using a ranged weapon. You are not webbed on a miss. So normally, you can't cut webs off of a player unless using a bladed weapon. Well, Sparrow, that doesn't apply.
Bladed wings makes sense.
Yeah. Let's see, we got Peter here. He gets Reprieve. Let's go over that really fast. So Reprieve, once during a chosen phase, you may spend an action to swap your wielder with another wielder in an adjacent zone. If any are webbed, remove the webs. If it applies, auto/spawn strikes will happen after the swap is resolved. So that's a pretty awesome one. He is a protector for sure. So let's see what River got.
Oh, look at that. We've got 2 healers now. I got myself Anointing.
Also,
Gets a +1 guidance boost.
oh yeah, that's super awesome, especially when trying to get miracles. Let's see what Arya has. Ready?
Prayer Warrior. I may spend action tokens as if they are guidance prayer tokens. So now, not only can I use those for Anointing, but I can use those for Discernment or Deliverance.
Now we're going to roll the Black Mist die for building 1. So normally you could go to page 34 and explain it to you, but we're here to explain it for you. We're going to take the Black Mist die and we're going to roll it for every single one of the rooms in this building 1 here. So there are currently 3 rooms in this building. The first 1, 2, and 3. Linda, go ahead and roll for the first one, and I'll draw the darkest cards as you go.
All right, here we go. Building 1. room 1.
Actually, before you do that, let's take the Prince of Doubt out of here. And we're gonna put him in this back room, like so. That is a 2. Kind of hard to see from the camera, but 2 darkness cards go in there. There's a guilt and a doubt. Go in that back room.
Another 2.
Another 2. It's not so bad. Hatred and fear.
That's a 4.
That's a big stack. So we got a doubt, a hatred, guilt, and another guilt. So that's a pretty hefty stack, and that's back there with the Prince of Doubt. Those guys have to get taken out before we can hit him because he is now shrouded in darkness. So to get to the Prince of Doubt, we're going to have to work our way through the building, going through the threshold. The wielder that got the last hit on the stronghold draws an event card.
Oh, sweet.
All right, so
this is the event card. Hatred must fall. Your confidence begins to dwindle as feelings of emptiness fills your mind. Your vision fades as screams of hatred fill the air. You kneel and pray aloud. Roll a guidance die. 7 through 12, remove all hatred from the board and add them to your LP. 1 through 6, place all hatred on the board in your zone, and the highest SP auto strikes you.
all right.
Okay,
So
here we go.
who was the last person to get the strike on the door?
That was River.
That was River. So she's the one that's going to actually roll the event. So here we go.
Here we go.
You got a 2. That's the bad stuff.
That's the bad stuff.
So 1 through 6. Place all hatred on the board in your zone. The highest SP auto strikes you. So I think there's only 1 hatred out there. Let's see.
No, there's a couple.
There's a couple. So
there was one in here with the monarch. Got that guy. There's nothing over there underneath that guilt. I think that's fear over there.
It might be fear. Yeah, it's fear.
Okay. So there were 2 hatred that had spawned. And now they're in here with us. Peter?
So if your guard fails when dealing with hatred, they're going to slash you twice. So every time they slash you, you're going to have to guard for each one.
I'm really not a fan of that.
Yeah.
So I've got a 2 plus 1 from Tongue of the Wise gives me a 3 to his 3, 4.
Okay.
So that's 1 strike.
So you take a burden for that first one.
On my black
Which
refinement
means
level.
on your black refinement level, you take 1 burden. All right, so
Okay.
now you got to guard again because he's hitting twice.
I've got a 3 plus 1 is 4 to his 3, 4, 5.
So he hits you again.
Oh man, so since my black refinement level is already covered, I'm going to take a burden on any other refinement level of my choosing,
Okay.
except for the white down here. So I'll choose purple, it's right next to it.
Okay. Well, we need to get you healed up. So River still has...
I still have 2 actions and a guidance prayer. I'm going to pray for healing. So I just need a 7 or better. Actually, I need a 6 or better because of my blue refinement level gift. And that's an 11.
Nice.
I'm gonna spend 1 more action and try to get fully healed. I don't like being burdened.
That's not fun.
That's a 9.
Nice.
Fully healed.
You are healed.
Here we go.
And your faith has made you well.
It
All right.
has. I do have 1 more action. I think I'm gonna use growing knowledge to take that top hatred out.
Yeah, do it.
He's nasty and I'm not a fan of him.
I don't want him in my face, and I'm out of action, so if you could help us before Darkest Phase, that would be fantastic.
Here we go.
Come on, River, you got this.
In his time, baby.
All right, that was a miss, so she got in this time. She's going to roll again. She got a 7. It's not quite what we're looking for, so it's going to slash back again. She's going to have to guard some more.
Let's pray this doesn't go full circle.
That's the idea. So he's a 3, 4, 5. You're a 4.
Plus 1, Tongue of the Wise, 5.
Yes, that is
5, I
nice.
blocked the first
All
slash.
right, let me just show them what you got on there.
Right here.
Okay, cool.
Try one more time. 4, 5 to his 5.
Oh my gosh. That is
There
about as
you
close
have
as it
it.
gets. So you were able to slip out of that by the skin of your teeth. Peter is obviously not paying attention to what's going on here, but I don't have Unbreakable yet. If I had Unbreakable, I'd be able to block with you and for you, but
that's okay. That's okay. We still have Aria.
Aria has 2 more actions left. Let's see what she can do.
If she could put the candy bar down for a second here and get in the game.
Yeah, she's a little bit of a sugarholic.
All right. Let's see. What do we want to do?
You should pray for deliverance for both of us.
You want me to pray for deliverance?
If you pray for deliverance, we can pop out of there and not be in danger during the darkness phase when we get slashed. But pray for River first and then worry about Peter. So you have 2 more actions you can do that. I mean, you play how you want, but that's what I would do.
I don't know why, but I'm feeling a bit aggressive today.
All right, then go at it. Get them. Do you have the range?
I'm going to use Whisper of Peace. That gives me a distance up to 2, and I don't need 1.
Oh.
So
and if you hit, you're going to get extra turns, so that's cool. Do it.
Pray with me.
I like the way you think. That's 2.
That's not very nice.
So Hatred actually leaps. It will leap into her zone, and it will lash her twice, so she's going to have to guard that.
Oh boy. Totally blocked.
Yeah. It's going to hit you again.
And I blocked that one too.
Nice. All right. What else you got? This is your last action. This is the last action before darkness phase.
I'm still going to try Whisper of Peace.
Go for it.
I'm going to target the Hatred in the zone with me and Sparrow here.
Oh, yes.
There we go.
That's awesome because you use the Whisper of Peace, which means you get another action because of its blessing using the Burning Harp. So you can go after the other one. We might be able to clear this on the last. This is the last shot of this round. Oh, woo! That was amazing. Good.
You're welcome.
Good play. Good play.
Good job, Aria.
Yeah, that was the play of the game so far. Well done. I would have totally prayed for deliverance, but you totally pushed through that. That was awesome. We are not in danger during darkness phase, but darkness phase is happening nonetheless. We're going into darkness phase. Linda, go ahead and roll that colored die. Okay. Or you want me to roll it this time?
Yeah. I want to be a dice hog.
Oh, I was trying to do something fancy. Here we go. It's black again.
Not me.
That's nasty.
Not me that time.
All right, guys, this is what happens when there's already an active breach.
Darkness spawns. Roll the colored die and activate the breach of the colored die result if cleared. Or flip it to the +1 side if already active. Then expose 1 darkness card in that dark zone. If you rolled the color of an active horde breach, expose 5 darkness cards or horde in that dark zone. So luckily we're not quite to that point, but we are going to flip that breach over to the +1 and throw another darkness card.
All right, so this is becoming a +1 active breach, which means if we land on black again, it will actually spawn an entire horde. There's almost a horde in there as it is. There's 3. If there's 2 more, it becomes a horde, then it starts to move and advance towards us. So that's not good.
What's really not good is that +1 means any hatred on the board, which thankfully we just cleared up, actually gains +1 to their strength.
Exactly. So like for instance, if this sickness was a hatred, instead of it being a 2, it would then be a 3 because that +1 breach amplifies its type. So
just boosts everything on the board of that type.
Darkness phase is over. We're going to go into another chosen phase, and the leadership card is going to get passed on to Peter. So here we go. Sparrow's passing this on to Peter. We're going to roll this all over.
I'm faster. Oh.
And we are going to jump right in and play the next round. So here we go.
I feel like somebody should go close that breach.
Which breach?
That hatred.
The hatred breach? I'm not going way over there. I'm going to take out this monarch. That breach can just simmer for a while.
All right.
That would be so bad if we separated our group that far.
That's true. And we already did clear all the hatred.
But I understand the stress of wanting to close it. But Sparrow's not quite there yet. And I don't have a line of sight, so...
It's true. You've got the most range.
All right, so let's look at our situation here. We have the threshold is open. We can start going into rooms now. This is how rooms work. Now that the threshold is open, you can shoot into rooms being from where you are. So if I have a distance of 0 to 1, so this 0 to 1, and I want to shoot into that room, I would have to actually place my character in the door to be able to target anything in that room. Now, if I forget to move my wielder out of the way before my turn is over, I'm stuck there. I can't move that character. So if Rivers wanted to shoot into that room, she wouldn't be able to. You can't shoot into different rooms. You have to be in the doorway. So I'm going to look into the doorway with Peter. I'm not going to actually go into the room, so that doesn't take an action. I'm going to spend one action. I'm going to use the Humble Heart. I have a distance of 0 to 1, and I'm going to try to target that doubt on top there. Yeah. So here we go. Going after them. Snipe them out. I just got to land in the bucket. Those are our house rules here. I got a 10. That's not quite what I was looking for. So, but I do have in his time, so I'm going to reroll. That's a 13. I only needed a 12, so I hit that doubt. Get out of my face.
Get out.
And that was one action. Here's my second. I'm going to try to take out that guilt.
There is no try.
See? Got a 15. Peter's going to spend his last action to go inside of the room. I'm just going to kind of hang out here by the couch. And
sitting on the job.
Yeah. He's done his work for the day. He has a guidance prayer here. Sparrow's burdened, but I am not in his zone, so I'll have to save that for maybe later.
That's okay. I think Arya can take care of that.
Okay. So, Arya, it is your turn.
It's River's
turn.
turn.
I'm sorry, it's River's
turn. Are you
turn.
going to save your guidance prayer?
I'm going to save it.
Okay. Fair. Good thinking. All right, River's moving in.
We're coming for you, Prince.
Now, this is a bit of a predicament. So, in that next room, we've got a fear, and they can only be targeted with melee-type weapons. So, I'm not going to be able to hit him from this room. I'm going to have to move in there.
You do have a melee weapon equipped, so that's good.
I do. So, let's see, second action, I'm going to move into that zone. Last action, I'm going to use the Tongue of the Wise on that nasty fear.
Do it.
Nasty flock of fear.
I hate him forever. That is an 11. Do you have any?
Doesn't do it.
You don't have any boosts?
No, not on melee. That's not
Okay.
our specializations.
Oh man.
I tried to pull a Peter.
So they are going to try to hit you with terror. So what's going to happen is you're going to have to roll that color die. Or I'm sorry, guard
Not
first.
yet, not yet.
Sorry, I got ahead of myself.
See if I can block it.
Guard it, River, guard it.
It wanted to be an 8, but then it went to a 2.
Man, you are really getting hit with fear today.
Apparently.
Hopefully it's not too far, huh?
Shh.
Let's pray that it's not too far, huh?
Here we go. Okay, so good and a bad thing?
Good news, bad news. I'll let you explain it.
Okay, so they are going to chase me to the Doubt Dark Zone since I rolled blue. Downside is there's an active breach. And that means it's going to spawn strike me.
When you enter a zone that has an active breach in it, it automatically spawn strikes you. So since she got chased there, this guy comes out. It's a suffering, and he's a big dog. So he's going to go into that zone with you, and you're going to have to block that attack.
Whatever, it's just a pile of bones.
What's really crazy is if you go in there and you get hit by fear again, they can kind of daisy chain and knock you all over the board. That's happened before to us.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
All right, here we go.
Come on, you can do this.
Sick gravy.
All right. So you got hit with suffering.
So Suffering's gonna take the last weapon I used, which was the Tongue of the Wise.
So that gets removed from your character display and goes into a discard pile. We'll just make the discard pile kind of over here in the corner in this little washed out area.
Dang.
Sorry.
Well,
And you took a burden on purple.
I don't really like that either. But you know what? I've got guidance. But I'm not gonna use it for healing this time. I'm gonna pray for deliverance.
I think that's wise.
I have been known to do wise things from time to time.
From time to time.
So I need a 7 or better. Actually a 6 or better because I got a +1.
Yeah. Okay, so you didn't get your deliverance. But that doesn't mean we can't get you out of danger. That's what your friends are for.
It's true.
So, Arya, what do you got going on here?
Okay, Arya. Let's see. I'm going to spend an action. I'm going to target this suffering in River Zone with a Whisper of Peace.
Alright, that was a 15, so you totally hit it. Take it off the board, and that gives you 20 LP. Yeah!
And activates my prayer attack here.
Don't forget, you can also pray for your other wielders with deliverance to get them out of bind.
Yes. Alright, so since Whisper of Peace was successful, I get to make another combat roll using a prayer type weapon if equipped, which I still have Burning Heart. And I can't target the fear, however, I can target that active breach.
Do it.
So let's see if I can close that. That's a 2.
Oh no. Oh no.
Looky, looky.
So what happens?
That happened.
Alright, Hatred is spawn striking Arya because she missed an attack on the breach. So go ahead and it's gonna slash her for 2.
You can try. And maybe succeed.
Mm-hmm. So she got 1 burden, which actually goes on to the black part of her character. I'm sorry, the black refinement level.
That's a little bit better. All right, so I got a 9 to his 6 total. Oh, 7 because that breach is active.
Yes, that's right. The +1 breach is active.
Yep. Well, he's just a little guy though.
All right.
So 1, 2 plus 5 is 7. I have a 9. We're good. I blocked that second one.
Yeah, you totally blocked that. Well done.
All right, maybe I should start doing smart things.
You're playing a little out of character today. Usually you're less
I've had
aggressive.
a lot of sugar and
Coffee.
apparently, yeah.
I mean, we've had, what, 3 donuts today?
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh, I have donuts back there. I'm gonna go get a donut.
Don't leave me now.
You keep playing, I'm getting donuts.
What do you think? Everybody's gonna yell at me.
No.
I'm gonna be smart. I'm gonna use my guidance prayer to pray for healing.
Do it.
Here we go. 7 or better. That's a 4. And spend an action. Try that again. That's a 1. And I don't want to be smart anymore. Back to it. I'm going back into aggressive mode here. Like it's just how it's gonna be. Okay. So last action. Whisper of Peace. Taking out this hatred. That works.
Is the hit you needed. Yes.
So
Arya in her last ditch efforts, I swear.
Burning Heart, the breach again?
Yeah,
What do you
because she got hit with the. This happened. This is amazing. This is like play for play
Arya
of last
to a
time.
T,
Yeah,
man.
that's totally how she plays. This is awesome.
Here we go.
Go for it. Oh, that's a miss. So it spawn strikes. I think we got ahead of ourselves.
And like
Sorry.
the card anyways.
And it's an ugly, nasty flock of fear.
Mm-hmm.
A
They're getting
murder.
smarter.
A murder of fear, if you will. All right, Arya, block that.
No pressure, Sparrow, but we're all counting on you. Wah, wah. I did not block. There, let's see, strength of 2 on that card, +4 is 6 to my 5. I don't have any faith boosts.
Oh, man. So you are getting sent to
Funky Town. What?
Funky Town. Just bad places.
I'm going to red.
Oh man, that's not good.
Fear Dark Zone.
Okay, she's being sent to the Fear Dark
Zone.
Zone.
But it's not open, so it's not going to spawn strike.
Yeah, it's not an active breach, so we'll throw Arya in there for now. And this Fear is in there with her. So.
Stinking birds.
Well, we got cocky, kid. We're gonna have to come get you out of there. All right, Sparrow. What does he have? It is his turn.
Where's my donut?
You don't get a donut.
That's not nice.
Well, since Sparrow is in the back there,
You're just hanging out in the street.
I can't hit Fear. I would love to find the Thorns of Precision, which would give me the ability to hit Fear from a distance. So the first thing I'm going to do, I mean, it's a long shot, but I'm going to do it anyways. I'm going to pray. I'm going to pray for pun intended, but like delayed pun intended. I'm going to pray for discernment. I got an 11.
I'm feeling good.
Oh man, that would have been amazing if that's what I would have got. But I did get a cool prayer. So this is called the Voice of Thunder. It is a lightning type prayer, distance 0 to 1. It's a +1 light boost. For every successful hit with this prayer, you may move 1 zone, even if you are bound.
Nice.
So that's pretty awesome.
It's like you're moving around like lightning.
I'm not in any zones with anybody, so I'm actually just gonna put that in my armory for right now because I'm happy with the bow that I have. I am going to try to close that breach that you are in, River. So
It'd be appreciated.
Gonna go after that with his mercy. I got an 8. I missed, so I get spawn struck. And that is a doubt.
Yeah, that's new.
All right. Here we go, blocking it.
Yeah.
I got a 10. Man, he's blocking like a beast
That's like
today.
a bunch of 10s for him.
All right, so he blocked the doubt. Now I am actually going to spend an action to swap out my bow for the Rejoicer. The Rejoicer, doubt will not strike back on a miss. So I'm going to use that against doubt.
That's using your noggin.
That's using your nagging. I got a 7. I missed, but it doesn't strike back. So
Yeah. Don't scare us none.
I should probably turn my character around so that I can see.
What you're targeting?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe you got like some cool trick shot thing.
So Sparrow has the ability to do
Run
some
away!
stuff here. I have another action. I was gonna try to get you out of danger there, River.
You know what? Don't worry about me. I've got the King's Guard, if nothing else.
Check it out. So Peter saved his guidance prayer. So that means I'm going to use that right now to pray for deliverance for you, River.
Aww.
So I'm going to pray for deliverance. We need a 7. You got a 3. That didn't
Aw.
work. I don't know if I should try to close the breach or go after doubt.
I mean, you don't know what would spawn if you missed. And right now, you've got the benefit that that guy won't, you know.
Peter's just hanging out in the couch. He's just kind of kicking back playing video games.
I
Like, where'd everybody go, man? Eating all the pizza.
don't know. You've got Petra.
If I close the breach, we're still all in danger.
Yeah.
So I don't like
Doesn't
to play
really matter.
selfishly, but I think the only option I have really is to save myself. Because if we can keep us all less burdened, that's better.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go after doubt again since they can't strike back. I got an 11, which means I got a 12 because I have a light boost. So I take this guy out.
Burden.
That is true.
Burst that bubble.
That is true. That reduced my light by 1.
Yeah, it keeps you at an 11.
Oh man, you and your rules.
You're welcome.
You and you keeping my rules in. Why did I write these rules?
Because you're cruel and unusual.
All right, well they can't strike back because I have the Rejoicer. So neener
Yeah, at least that.
on you again, and we are going into darkness
It's gonna be an
phase.
interesting one.
All right, guys.
Smart guy.
So there's a few things going on here. We have to, starting with the person who has leadership, which is Peter.
Just
We go
chilling.
around the board in a guard sequence, which means darkness strikes. Peter first, there's nobody to strike. So now we're gonna move on to River. River needs to block fear.
Yeah.
Because she's in, actually, no, it's not fear. She's in a zone.
I am in a zone.
With a breach, so she gets spawn struck.
Yeah.
Suffering comes out.
That just happened. Oh, he's just a little guy.
Go ahead and
a
block
little
that.
bag of bones.
Yeah, he's a bag of bones, all right.
Whatever, dude. I think I'm gonna roll this one first.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
He's a 5/6 now.
Yeah.
So you need a 6 or
go.
better.
Oh yeah.
That's a 9. Yes. All right, so you block that.
Yep.
No problemo.
Got nothing on there.
And now, so Arya is getting spawn strike also because she's in a dark zone.
It's another fear.
It's another fear.
I think it's a little bit weaker than the last one, at least. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that's a big yes. Well done. All right, and then darkness is going to spawn, so go ahead and roll that color die.
Yellow, that's a new one.
All right, so the guilt breach goes active. So we're gonna come down here into the guilt breach area. Drop that there, and 1 darkness card comes out in that zone.
Oh boy.
And it's a guilt. That's weird.
Remember when it was clean?
Yeah, that was a long time ago. That was actually an hour and 30 minutes ago. Okay, so now we're going to continue to go after that Prince of Doubt because he's a nasty. All right, guys, so River goes first, and it looks like you are still in the dark zone.
Yeah,
So
I'm currently bound.
that's because you're in a dark zone with an active breach.
Yeah.
So that means you cannot move until that breach is closed.
Or if I pray for deliverance, which I think I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna use my guidance prayer to pray for deliverance. I need 6 or better. That's a 12. Bye-bye. Okay, so she's moved out. I'm gonna use growing knowledge to close that breach. So we need a 12 or better. That's an 18. Active breach is off the board now. I'm going to spend an action to pray for healing.
Okay. Because you have a burden.
Yeah, but I'm actually gonna pray for healing for Sparrow.
Oh.
That's another 12.
So now you can take that burden and flip it back to the coverage card. Now, if I were burdened on blue, just so you guys know, like if I was burdened over here, it would cover up my active gift. And then if I get healed, I can remove that. And so, just so you guys know for future reference.
All right, what say you? Pray for healing for myself or strike?
It's always good
Or
to
move
not
on.
have any burdens.
I mean, I could just leave.
Or you could move on and jump on in there and start going after the Prince of Doubt. That's not a bad idea.
I mean, I don't have that many turns. I could just move out of that zone in general.
Sparrow's going to stay outside and try to snipe out some stuff for Arya so she can get out here.
Okay, so
I'd say get in there with Peter.
yeah, I mean, I get closer. I can't quite make it into the building though. Last action, get closer. All right, she's done. Moving on to Arya, who's just hanging out on the wrong side of the pit.
She's in the bad part of town.
Right. I think I'm gonna pray for healing with my guidance prayer. And then I'm gonna spend my next action. There's no active breach in that dark zone, so I'm not bound. I'm just gonna jump into the pit.
So once you move into the pit,
I always wanna draw a discernment card because those are better.
they're so much funner. Uh-oh. You discovered a spiritual attack. So that means we're all going to be surrounded by darkness.
Good job, Arya.
So in the pit zone, there is a hatred.
Outside, I'm not getting struck.
And in here with River, we have a fear. It's a 3. Sparrow, there is a doubt. And back there with Peter, He is just sitting there, minding his own business, and then out of the window comes a murder of fear. Not okay, not okay. No thank you, no thank you. Huh?
You needed something to hit.
Yeah, so.
Second action, I'm leaving.
Okay.
This may be my undoing. I'm gonna use my last action to shoot back with the Whisper of Peace at that hatred. Ha! 17.
Nice. So she took that guy out, and because she used the Whisper of Peace, she gets another action with the Burning Harp, which is her main hand.
I have a distance 0 to 1 with that. Obviously, I can't take out the fear, but I can either go after the sickness or that doubt. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think?
I don't know. Where's the sickness? Over here? He's not going to do anything.
Big boy.
Yeah, go after the doubt.
Okay.
Help me out. Or, oh, you can't take out the fear, huh?
I can't.
Yeah, go after the doubt.
All right. Burning Harp, going after doubt. Whew. It worked. It worked. It was the first time.
Yeah.
Both strikes.
So you pulled a note across your bow, and bam, a fireball comes flying out and smacks this thing right in the face as it's leaping towards Sparrow's head. But then because it's doubt,
he missed.
There is another one. Sparrow's going to pray for deliverance for Arya right now. He got a 6. So that's a no. Peter's going to do the same thing. He also got a 6, so that's a no. So I spent both my guidance prayers there. I was going to try to get you in there so we can get combined together, but that didn't work. I'm not bound, so Sparrow's actually going to try to advance. I'm going to get out of danger by going 1, 2, 3 into the back room here to get out of danger. And I am also...
done.
Yeah, I am done actually, huh?
Bye.
Bye.
See you later.
Sorry, I just didn't want to get burned. Peter, the living mountain. He's gonna mosey on backwards and try to take out that fear. So that's 1 action to move and 1 action to strike. I'm gonna use the Weight of Mercy. That's 13. And then he's going to spend his last action to try to pray for healing for River. So I got an 8. I needed a 10.
Praying for whoop. Oh, you rested.
I did rest. I rested.
That's fair. Thanks for taking out that fear away.
I did. So we're not in danger during Darkness Phase, so that's good.
That worked out really well.
Darkness Phase. Nobody's getting struck because we're clear. It's
job.
blue again. So blue goes active, and a darkness card comes out there.
Better than it could be.
Better than it could be. All right. There's no hordes on the board, so nothing moves. Darkness strikes, darkness spawns, darkness moves. We're done. Leadership moves on to Arya. Correct. And our actions are reset, and it starts with her. So go ahead, Arya. Do your thing.
Okay. Want to see something cool?
Yes.
I'm going to spend my first action to use Whisper of Peace. Shocking. Or no. It has a distance of up to 2. So that's... And then a 2. I'm gonna target that breach.
Do it.
Here we go. Wait, before that, pray for healing. Is that a 6 or 9?
That is a 9.
Sweet. I have anointing, so that worked. 7 or better, baby.
Well done. Nice work.
Okay, now I'm gonna do that thing with the Whisper of Peace.
Okay.
Got the hole.
That's a 4.
Hey guys! I found a thing.
That's a guilt. What is he, a 1?
Little guy.
Just a little guy.
Yeah.
A little big guy.
Eh.
Crush it.
Crush
Yes.
it. It's my 9 to his 6.
So you had enough faith. Get away. We haven't been webbed yet this game.
Gosh, what's wrong with you?
Sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
Sorry for the breach again.
It's a little bit. That's a little bit. Oh.
Does that count?
That's
just cheat?
so shady.
Let's reroll.
I would reroll.
Yeah. C'est la vie.
I'm not gonna give it to you. I'm sorry. Did you block it?
I totally blocked the first one.
All right, so he's hitting you again.
Wait. Yeah, 5 to 5 because he's a 3. 4, 5. Second one. Here we go. Yeah.
Nice.
All right. So I'm just gonna make a mess and then leave.
Just, where are you going? She's gonna portal out of there.
I mean, I was just gonna go over here.
Bye. Why not in the building? We're going after the Prince of Doubt. We forgot our objective.
River's gonna do that.
Seriously? You're gonna go that way? I need your help getting the Prince of Doubt.
I mean, do you really think that's gonna work? Yeah, seriously.
Way to not be a team player.
Whatever, Peter was just chilling on the couch.
Yeah, but I came out and I helped you guys on the last round, remember?
It happens. Your turn. Don't judge me. This is strategery.
No, it's the opposite of strategery, and that's still not a word. But if it was a word, it'd be a good one. Whatever, it's a word. I understood it. What do we got here?
Sorry, guys.
It is Sparrow's turn. Sparrow is right back there.
Yeah, he's got this.
Super bright, glowy. He is going to actually target into the room with the Monarch. I am going to be able to target him even though he's shrouded in darkness. Normally I wouldn't be able to target him with
until these guys were done.
Until those guys were taken care of. I'm gonna take aim and take him out. Now,
I believe in you, Sparrow.
I'm gonna try to hit him. If I'm successful, he's going to move one zone towards the pit, going out the exit door first. So if I hit the Prince of Doubt, he's gonna shoot out here. Now, every time you hit him, you're gonna mark his card once with each type of token before he can be successfully knocked into the pit. Once he's in the pit zone and he's hit with every type, any strike that's successful after that will take him out. Every time he's successfully hit, we have to draw an event card.
Each time a Monarch is successfully hit, draw an event card and follow the instructions on the card. The wielder that hit the Monarch is the one who draws and reads the card. Unless the card affects the whole team, that wielder is the one that has to complete the mentioned task before any further actions can be made. This includes free actions and free action cards. If an event card does not apply, draw again.
So Sparrow's still in this room. He's looking into the room with the Monarch, and I'm going to hit him with a ranged weapon. But before I can do that, I need to pray for discernment because I need to unquip the Rejoicer and put on my original one. So I have Guided Strike. I got a 10, so that means I get a Burst Lantern. Burst Lanterns are pretty cool. So place this card in a zone distance 0 to 1. Your team has a -2 strike boost in that zone for the remainder of the chosen phase. So this is going to make their strike backs weaker. It basically removes 2 off of this dice. Think of this like a light grenade. Yeah. If you look at the art really closely, you can kind of see it's a lantern with like the word in there, and light is swirling around and pages swirling about, making a light bomb. So I'm not going to use that right away. That's actually a free action. Whenever you see this little token up here that has the bag, that means that you can use these type of cards anytime during the chosen phase, even if you don't have actions or it's not your turn. So I'm going to put that in my armory for now. Maybe I'll use that later, but for right now, I'm going after the Prince of Doubt using the Breath of Life. Here we go. I got a 19. That is a definite hit on the Prince of Doubt. So what's going to happen is he is going to move out here, one zone, and I'm going to mark his card with a ranged weapon token. Bam. And I'm going to draw an event. Would you mind handing me an event down there, Linda, please? That's a bad one.
Oh, no.
False guilt.
Ah.
You feel the webs of guilt constrict tighter around your thoughts as you are further burdened by their lies. You are webbed, unavoidable. Then all wielders on the board currently webbed receive a burden.
Were you just saying that we hadn't been webbed?
Linda?
I'm just saying.
We're not talking about that right now. All right, so I am webbed, which means...
Webbed. All right, so webbed is an affliction. You are unable to move, equip, trade, or pray for discernment. Also, you have a -3 to all light die results until you are delivered or cut free with a blade or axe by yourself or another wielder. If an ally misses while targeting these webs, they also become webbed.
It's nasty.
It's
I'm
the
not a
gift that
fan.
keeps on giving, huh?
So the webbed token actually goes over your character display like this, and that stays there until they are removed. So that just happened.
I think we need Peter.
But the Prince of Doubt has been hit. He is still currently shrouded in darkness because there is an active breach in there, and there are other darknesses in that zone. So we have to clear this zone of all other enemies until he can be hit. And all of the enemies that are in his zone, because there is a monarch in there, are a light of 13 to hit, rather than a 12.
Oh, that's nasty.
So, yes. Help me! Help me!
Just webbed and in a doorway.
So I'm webbed. I can't really do much. So I'm going to use my guidance prayer to pray for deliverance.
Wise.
I got a 6. I needed a 7. I'm going to rest all of my remaining actions to pray for deliverance. I got an 8.
There you go.
So that takes the webs off. That's cool.
What is that?
And I'm out of action, so we're going to move on to Peter. I say we get together and turn in all of our LP for an angel.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Whoops.
So what Peter's going to do is he's going to pray for deliverance for Arya.
Really? Oh man, you're gonna make me feel bad.
Here we go, Arya.
Yeah.
Got an 11. So come on in here. Let's have a trade, a swap a trade, and a turn in. All right. So now that Arya is in the group with us, we were able to trade and get ourselves a guardian angel. The monarch is 2 zones away from us, so we're 0, 1, 2. But we can't target him until these darkness are taken care of and that breach is closed.
Yep.
So, and Sparrow is currently, well, he's not webbed anymore, so that's good.
He's just a lot of actions.
All right, Peter, it's your turn, man. I'm just going to start moseying on over to this fool and start taking things out. So I'm going to move over 1 for 1 action. And then I am going to use the Humble Heart to close the breach. So here we go. I need a light of 13.
Oh, nice.
Boom! That's all I needed.
That was pretty perfect.
So I'll take that guy out, if you wouldn't mind.
This?
No, the breach.
Oh, the breach. Yes.
And then
I was paying attention, I swear.
my last action, I'm going to go after that sickness that's in there. Here we go.
Whittle him down.
An 18.
Even better.
Boom. Let's take that guy out of there. And then
Start a new LP deck.
that is my turn. I'm done. It goes to River now. So River, you have your actions.
Yeah.
And you are currently...
Yep.
There you are, right there. Bing, 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 bing.
All right. I'm going to use my guidance prayer to pray for healing.
All right.
That'll do.
That's a 10. That's a whopping 10. Go ahead and take that burden off.
Thanks.
Well done, Linda. Look
Thank
at
you.
you.
Thank
No
you.
burdens.
Thank you. No burdens.
Oh, he is with us. All right,
All
let's
new.
go a little bit further down the line here.
Okay.
I say you... Oh, I'm not going to tell you how to play. I could suggest
I'm
how
going
you
to
play.
spend an action to equip Starfall.
Okay.
That's going to give me a distance up to 3,
And that's a prayer.
and that's a prayer.
What's the blessing on it?
This blessing is on a light of 20. I call a warrior angel into the targeted zone.
And it gives you a light boost? Mm-hmm. Sweet.
I mean, come on.
Sweet.
So my second action is targeting that suffering right there with Starfall.
Do it.
10, 11, 12. So I did hit.
You need a 13 to hit darkness
Oh,
that are
that's
inside
right,
a
'cause of
zone
the
with a
monarch.
Because he's shrouded.
Shoot.
He's empowering them. And he's
All
a
right.
jerk.
So I'm 1 shy. But I don't think he's. Oh, what's his range? Is he distance any?
He is distance any.
Dang it.
We can double check, but I'm pretty sure that's true.
You make games hard.
I know, I try not to, but distance any.
All right. Play by the rules. All right, I gotta block this. Gotta block this. Here we go. All right, that's good. We're good. I have a 5. He's a Strength of 1 to my 2 is a total of 3, so I totally blocked him.
Nice.
I'm going to try that again.
I would. Peter eggs you on.
Got this!
Bring fire from the sky!
Here we go. That is the same thing. I'm a creature of habit. Here we go. Blocking. All
It's a
right,
9
we're good.
Before you blocked it,
Yep,
totally.
totally blocked it.
He is a 5 and you have a 9 faith. So
Yep.
well done. Is that all you got?
That is it.
We're going into darkness phase, aren't we?
We are.
This is going to be a nasty one.
Well, I think Sparrow's good.
All right, so we're going to have to go around the board, starting with the leadership. So it's going to be
Arya.
first. She has to block that hatred.
All right. So it's going to be 2 since he lashes. This is the first one. Ooh,
No, that's a hit.
Not even close.
Arya takes a burden.
It's a burden on my black refinement level. Here we go again. There we go. That's better. I blocked the second one.
Nice. All right. What about
Sparrow's safe. There's
Sparrow?
nothing
Yeah,
in
there's
that
no
zone.
danger back there.
And Peter. He's got doubt.
And Peter is in here. So here we go. Peter. Peter has burst. I haven't even
does.
really been utilizing burst, but I don't even know if I've been getting
We
struck.
haven't had to.
So the way burst works is I'm going to roll a white d6 with my guard die. Now, if I block successfully and this number meets or beats this number, I actually hit them with my guard.
Sweet.
So here we go. That is a 4 to his 3, 4, 5.
Ooh, Patrick gives you a +1.
Nope, but it allows me to re-roll, so.
Oh, okay. Oh,
That still didn't
Oh.
work.
what?
Nope,
Dang it.
I am hit. That would have been awesome too, because I would have burst him for
Yeah,
sure.
you guys would have got to see what that
But
does.
I got hit with doubt. So what
did.
that means is, let me just show you guys.
Ugh.
If doubt hits you, I get burdened on blue. So I take a burden
Oh, no.
and I lose reprieve. And I get hit with the affliction division, which is this guy here. Now, if you get division on you, it reduces your faith by 1 until you can get it off. That goes over your character card. Now, you can get hit with multiple divisions, and they stack up. The way you get rid of them is removing doubt tokens. Use your guidance prayer to reveal trust of 5. If successful, you may remove the doubt token from you or another wielder in your zone. Let's see, who goes next? Who's getting struck
River.
again? I guess it's River, yeah.
Yep.
All right, River, go ahead and
We
roll.
got that stinking hatred to deal with, so this is going to be two blocks here. First one. That is not successful.
She's getting hit with hatred.
5,
Okay.
6, 7, 8.
Roll again.
My 4. Take that burden.
That's not good. Oh, man. So
It's
you
okay.
got burdened
It's
twice.
okay. It's okay. It's all right.
You do have that armor on that allows you to carry more burdens,
Yes.
but you're still reduced
Yes.
by 2
I am.
when rolling your light dice, so that's not good.
We do have a guardian angel
That is true.
if we group up.
All right, we should do that. Anyways, we're going to continue darkness phase, so the next thing is roll that colored die.
Here we go. Blue. Man.
So the blue breach is open again, and another darkness card comes out.
No, I don't like that part.
I know. And it is a sickness.
The big boy.
He's a 3. So,
Man.
you know what? If we put a guardian angel in that zone, we could blind all that darkness and we could just go right for the monarch.
However, Arya has that guardian angel.
Is that the end of darkness phase? Nothing moves,
Yeah,
correct? There's no boards? Okay. Moving on. So we're all going to reset our tokens and leadership gets passed to Sparrow. Sparrow is going to come out of there. If you wouldn't mind moving him for me, Linda.
Yeah.
I'm going to go. So Sparrow's going to go up to that door, and again, he's going to use bladed wings to try to hit the monarch. Now I have bladed wings is my ability where I can hit monarchs even if they're shrouded in darkness. But I can only do this once per turn. So here we go. Pray for me.
Praying.
Negative. All right, so the Prince of Doubt strikes back. And the way that he strikes back is with confusion. If you miss and your guard fails, he casts confusion on you, causing you to burden the closest wielder to you on the board. Distance any, damage one burden, unavoidable. Then place a doubt token on your display. If your guard succeeds, nothing happens and combat ends.
All right.
So I'm gonna guard this guy.
You are. Not.
I got a 6 to his 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, but I have
Strong tower,
strong
yeah.
tower, so I have a chance to reroll here. And I got another 10. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. Okay, so
That was close.
I confused you, I think maybe. I did.
Breach?
I'm gonna go after the breach, but then I'm gonna leave myself a turn to get out of here.
That's wise.
So I'm gonna try to close the breach using the Breath of Life. Got a 17.
Sweet.
Boom. So that crushes that guy.
Okay.
And then take Sparrow, if you wouldn't mind, and move him back out the way he came. Let's see. It is Peter's turn. Peter is going to go towards... Actually, I'm just going to jump into the Monarch zone. If you wouldn't mind putting him in there for me. And I'm going to use the Weight of Mercy on that sickness.
Kill it.
I got a 6. It comes back at me. I'm going to use Burst. I got a 4, but I have Petra. That's a 10. So I didn't get Burst because this is lower than that, but I did block it. Peter's going to spend his last action to go after that sickness once more. I got a 3, but I'm going to block. And I have Petra. Totally blocked it. No burst. Okay, so that was intense.
That's tough. Okay.
All right, so he's good, and he does have his guidance prayer left, so I'm going to spin that really fast. I have a faith. I have an affliction on me, so I'm going to try to get rid of that division, that token that we saw earlier. So I need to pray to reveal to get this thing off of me, which is a 5 or better. It's a 2. So I did not get it. I still have that on me. So Linda, it is your turn. River.
Okay, I already have 2 burdens. That's not good. I don't want those light reductions, so I'm going to use my guidance prayer, pray for healing. Get these out of the way. That's an 11.
Boom.
That'll do.
Oh.
Now, first action. I'm going to use my prayer Starfall. It's got a distance of 3. I'm going to go after that sickness that Peter's standing on. That's a 4. Sickness. I think they only have distance 0 to 1.
Yes.
Cool.
So they will not strike back if you miss.
Let's try that again, shall we?
It's great for snipers.
It wanted to be a 20.
That's a nat 8.
Once again, it cannot get me. I really want a 20.
Yeah,
I want one so bad.
Calling the fire. Starfall. There it is.
17. I'll take a
Boom.
17.
17. Blow it up.
Totally. So 17, 18, 19, minus 1.
Get him.
Hey, I think that's my first kill.
Congratulations.
Hey.
Way to get into the game.
Yeah. Hey, I
We've
brought
only
down
been
the
playing for
stronghold.
like 2
Dang
hours.
it. All right, Arya. Girl.
So Arya is back here, and she does not like that hatred.
I don't. I think I'm going to use this Whisper of Peace to take down that hatred. 12. I do have a burden which takes it down to an 11. However, Whisper of Peace does give me a +1, so I'm back up to 12. Those cancel each other out. You're done. And And that was Whisper of Peace. So that gives me another combat roll with a prayer. Burning Harp. Distance 0 to 1. I'm just going to take out this Guilt in the Zone. Try to clean it up. There you go.
Well done.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye. So for my second action, I'm going to target that suffering with Whisper of
Destroying
Peace.
Suffering. Destroying the guilt.
Here we go.
Do it. Man.
13 minus 1.
crushing
That's
it
fine.
myself.
We're still good. 13.
Even
13
with
is exactly what I needed.
Even with the burden, you're good.
Yep. Thank goodness for that +1 light boost on that Whisper of Peace.
Goodness for your Whisper of Peace. That was corny.
Never again. Delete that.
No, I'm not gonna. You can't make me. You know why? Because I'm the editor.
So, Burning Harp is activated.
You guys are welcome. Enjoy.
I'm going to go after the doubt here with that free combat action that I earned. 11 plus 1 because I specialized in prayer type weapons makes it a 12, but it doesn't matter because I do have that stinking burden. So I missed that doubt.
All right.
That means I get to block its attack. Could I please have a doubt token?
You don't want it.
I don't, but I kind of need it.
See if I can land it on. Let's see if I can flip it onto your board. Oh, that was close.
It's really close.
Across the table, man.
Yeah, not bad. I'm so impressed.
Not quite Hawkeye, but I'm almost there.
Keep practicing. You'll get there. Okay, I'm going to use my guidance prayer to pray for healing. That's close.
That's a big no.
Last action.
Put a 6 on it.
I'm going to rest and pray for revealing 5 or better. That's a 6. Okay, so at least that doubt affliction's gone.
All right. So, Darkness Phase starts with anybody who is in a zone with darkness, which the only person that is Peter. So Peter's getting struck by that fear that's in his zone right over here. Here we go.
Do you know that rhymed?
Thank you.
Fear right over here.
Thanks for recognizing that. I am a poet.
Yep. Wordsmith.
I have Petra.
Yeah.
Still didn't do me much good. So that's a 3 versus his 5, 6, 7, 8. That means I am getting hit with Tur.
Oh boy.
I'm very scared. Very scared. Where am I going?
I don't know. I'm not rolling it.
Oh, man.
That's not far.
It's not too bad.
Yeah.
So he is getting scared all the way down the street,
around
screaming
the
like a little
corner.
girl. And
Should I be offended?
yes, it was meant to be offensive. Yeah, it's totally going for the offense card there. No offense. What are you trying to say? Girls don't scream?
Does a little girl scream like, ah?
They kind of scream like that.
I mean, you have a little sister, so I guess you would know.
Yeah, every time I pushed her down, that's the noise she'd make. She's like, "You feared me."
Well, now I know why this is happening in the game.
And I swear, if a murder of crows came flying out of the sky and attacked her face, she would make a noise much worse than that.
Yeah.
And it would have nothing to do with age or gender. Because I would make a probably more shrilly noise.
Ooh, I like shrilly.
We should probably play the game.
We digress.
People are probably like, would you guys shut up and play the game, please?
Nope, this is what happens.
And we're like, no, you know why? Because it's our game. We do what we want.
So what are we doing?
That's the bad guy. This is the good guy. These are good guys. That's a bad guy. He'll shrill you.
He's a little stinker.
He's a little stinker pot face. It is red.
Okay.
So
That's not bad. You've got that over there.
I do. That's gonna go up here.
Nice. Good job.
And then this card is
You're really good at
that. There. Boom. It's not a horde yet. 1, 2. There's 3 cards in there.
They're teasing us. Should play more board games.
We should. It's healthier for the brains.
Yeah. Teaches you good strategy.
Stop using that word. You're gonna wear it out. Time to pass leadership on, and here we go. We're going to jump right back into taking this guy out. So hopefully this is the last round. We'll see. This is where we're going to start making some headway.
I feel like it.
Starting with Peter. Praying for discernment. Here we go. I got a 12.
Oh, wow.
That's a big yes. And I got a prayer called Pentecost that
That's
gives
a good
you
one.
a distance of 0 to 1, plus this prayer uses combined might, meaning that you can team up with people in your same zone and strike at the same time. We'll probably use that a little later. But for right now, I'm going to put that in my armory, and I'm going to slap this bad boy on, which is the messenger, and I'm going to try to use it. I went from here to there, and now I'm going to use the messenger to shoot this guy. Here we go. Ready?
Set.
Come on. Oh, man. That's a 10, 11. I needed a 13.
Plus you have a burden.
Plus I have a burden. He's going to strike back. I can't use burst because it's at a distance, so I'm going to block that. I have Petra. Oh, it's even worse. So I get hit with confusion. So what ends up happening is I hurt the person closest to me on the board, which looks like River. So River takes a burden, and I take another faith reduction from getting division, which is another one of these guys.
Are you trying to collect them all? It's not the end of the world.
It's not.
Do you want to see something cool?
Maybe. Do it.
I'm doing it.
Yeah, hang on. But this needs special effects.
Okay.
Are you ready?
That's what editing's for.
I know. Okay, guys, here comes the big special effects scene. Ready? 1, 2.
All right. So that removes all afflictions
It does.
and 1 burden from everyone in the zone.
Meaning anything that says affliction on it, which are these guys, they are gone. And I'm healed of 1 burden, which I only had 1 burden.
Yes.
And then you get to remove
River gets to remove a burden. And Arya.
and Arya. Sweet.
Right?
And healing is only a trust of 3 while we're in there. Plus, we have a +2 to our faith. So
much good news.
so much good news. That's what they do. They bear good news.
Right?
Come on, Linda. Get them.
I'm not afraid.
It's River's turn.
Okay. River. She's going to spend her guidance prayer to pray for healing. Might as well get that last one off.
Okay.
That's the wrong die. 5.
Do a big
Success.
sweeping move here.
All right. Fully healed. Here we go. This is it. Starfall. That dude right there. Okay.
So you're going to send a fireball
Yes.
arching all the way over.
All the way over.
Boom! And hit that guy right in the face.
Right in the faces.
Do it.
That is not a 20.
No, it's not. He's going to hit you. So try to block it.
But can he? Can he? Can he?
Yeah, it's distance any.
Oh, yeah, but there's an angel.
Yeah, you have a guard boost. So
That's
it's
right.
a +2.
I just wanted to avoid it altogether.
I know, but you can't.
I'm always trying to cheat.
Good news is he can't give you the affliction.
That is good. So, I have 6 plus 2 from the guardian angel takes me to an 8. He's a 3.
He's a 3.
Plus 3 is 6.
Yes.
So, I totally blocked.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good luck, Prince of
3 LP
Dork.
there.
That's like a play on Prince of Dork. Did you
Yeah,
hear
good
that?
one. Good one. That was a good one.
know.
Yeah.
I'm really
Take
good at
that.
making fun of my own game.
All right. I think that was just making fun of yourself. All right. I'm going to try that one more time.
Go for it.
I'm just going to keep trying
Do it.
until it works. Pray without ceasing. 15, baby.
Beautiful.
That'll do. This is tricky, man.
He is tricky.
Okay, so that is a successful prayer strike on that dude.
And you draw an event card.
I do.
Go ahead and draw that event card and let's read it so everybody knows what's going on.
I don't know.
It's another bad one. Did those get shuffled?
Yeah, I don't know. That was your job.
Was it?
Expose 3 darkness cards in your zone and 3 in every dark zone with active breaches. Okay.
Let's explain that to the folks.
Watching.
Okay, good news, bad news. Good news is you guys are safe from any sort of spawn strike and or darkness coming into your zone because the angel is actually blinding the zone. Bad news is bad guys are coming. So we have an active breach over here. There's
That
1,
made a hole.
2, 3. That is a horde. Can I hit a horde token, please? Those guys are going to start moving. We got another one back here. 1, 2, 3. And we have another one over here. 1, 2, 3. All right. Remember, guys, if there's any more than 5, or if there's 5 or more cards, darkness cards in a zone, they become a horde. And then those hordes during darkness phase move. That's not an active breach.
Okay, cool.
So we are looking pretty scurry right now.
Man,
We'll worry about those guys later. Yeah, he did. He didn't like that one little bit.
Scared the breeches out of him.
We're going to knock the breeches off of him here in a minute. We got it. He's only 2 more zones away from the pit, and we only have to hit him one. We can hit him with one.
We need to hit him with a melee.
With a melee weapon. Peter's got that in the bag.
Yep. What do you think? Take out the doubt in that zone. Clear it out for you, Peter, for the next round or whatnots.
Absolutely.
I don't have any melee attacks, so
Do it.
here we go. Let's try Starfall again because it's so pretty.
To attack the doubt that he's
Oh,
on.
look, it's a 2.
Oh, that's cute.
Isn't it?
All right, block him. Oh, the zone's blind. He can't attack you. There's an angel in there.
Yeah. Angels block all the cards, just not those dang monarchs.
Yeah, darkness cards can't hurt us with an angel, but yeah, monarchs are nasty.
Okay.
So, there we go. Try again.
That's
all I
Arya's
got.
turn now.
Arya, kill it.
Kill it! I don't know why I want those. I don't want those. I think I'm going to pray for discernment,
Arya's
actually.
right in there, and she's going to go after the doubt that's underneath the Prince of Doubt there.
Yeah, I'm going to pray for discernment.
Okay.
That's a 1.
That's a no.
Nope. I have everything I need. Alrighty then. I think I'm going to use Burning Harp.
Burning Harp on that doubt.
Dude.
Do it.
It's an 11 plus 1 is 12, but that is not a 13. But he can't hit me because of the angel. Again. 14. There we go.
Nicely done.
Thanks. And one more time. Burning Harp. Actually on the Monarch this time. That's a 20. I hit him with Burning Harp with a 20.
Yeah.
So he's going to move into our zone. Doesn't matter.
He doesn't take a mark because
No.
you hit him with a prayer.
Yeah.
But he does move.
Yes.
So, here comes the event.
I got him close to Peter. All right.
Go ahead and rid that off.
Yeah, do not doubt. Hold up, guys. It's just too dark in here. The enemy will take us if we don't pray for guidance right now. We need more light. Roll a guidance die. 7 through 12, all wielders roll for a miracle now. I'm just going to start there.
No.
1 through 6, all wielders are unable to make guidance prayers for the current phase.
Okay.
All right. I mean, the current phase is
So we lost all our
almost
guidance prayers. Let's flip those over. I'll forget if I don't. Throw that in here so we don't forget.
Yep. That works. I'm done.
Sparrow is still in the back there. I'm going to actually go the other way. So I'm going to go into that blue room there with the TV, if you wouldn't mind.
Okay.
Put me in the doorway, threshold. And I'm going to shoot the Prince of Doubt in the back of his split skull
Yeah, that's what he gets for not paying attention.
using the Breath of Life. That's 3. So he is going to attack me. I'm going to try to block it. Sparrow's loving those 10s today. Come on, man. Don't fail me now. Oh, my gosh. How does it happen? That's like the 10th time I've rolled a 10. Wow.
That's
okay.
impressive.
Way to go, Sparrow.
Gotta say.
All right. So, yeah. That's a big no for you, buddy. Coming back. This is my third and last action with Sparrow. Going after the Prince of Doubt. And that is a nat 20.
Nice.
Yeah, you were done, fool. All right, so he is going to jump on over into the pit area.
Let me get you that event.
Wisdom and strength. Your armor and weapons begin to glow with a white fire. It's cool to the touch. Suddenly, a voice sweeps the room. I send you my wisdom and my strength. Draw a Heaven's Armies card. For he rescued us from the domain of darkness and transferred us to the kingdom of his beloved Son. That's a good one. What did I get? Bing! Oh, I got a warrior angel. All right, I'm gonna hang on to that guy.
Nice.
Put that in my armory, and we're going into darkness phase. So here we go. The beginning of darkness phase, we have to remove any effects that are on the board, including angels. So the angel's coming out. Thanks for helping us out, dude.
Very, very helpful.
Anybody who's in a zone with it, darkness is getting hit. Sparrow is the only one, so he's going to have to block that fear that's over there behind him in that room, sneaking up on him. I have Petra.
What the heck,
what is
man?
going on, dude? That's crazy.
Sparrow should always have that shield.
I want to keep this dice for the rest of my life. Yeah, that's awesome. So he totally blocked that.
Sweet.
Wow. That's actually kind of blowing my mind
really
a little
nice.
bit. All right, so Sparrow blocked it, and we're going into...
Time to roll the colored
roll
die.
the color dice, see what's going on with the breaches. The hordes are going to start moving this time. But guess what I got? Shh, don't tell. It's purple. That means
purple.
the suffering breach is open down here, and we have a card. It's going to go here. Oh, that is a spiritual attack, meaning we get cards here and here.
Okay. All right. 2 for the price of 1. Okay, so darkness moves. So you do this step only if there are hordes on the board, stacks of 5 or more darkness cards. Any hordes adjacent to a wielder move into that wielder's zone, combining with any darkness cards already in that zone. They do not auto-strike. Place the moving horde on top. Now keep in mind, if there is a horde in that wielder's zone, it will not move. Okay, the next one, any hordes that are currently in dark zones are placed in the nearest zone not occupied by a horde.
So we got 1, 2, and 3. So these guys are going to move out. That's just angel cash for me right now. You go, Well, leadership passes to River.
Going after that guilt.
Okay, right
That
there.
one, yep.
Let's get them all turned around.
That
so
big
it's
boy.
cool. This is the final stand.
That's an 8.
And it's going to attack you.
But it was exciting, right?
It was kind of exciting. It was kind of like a questionable exciting. Like, why are you doing this? But you got to do what you got to do, I guess.
Well, one of these days, law of averages.
Let's pray you block it. See, unnecessary.
That's a 1.
This is what you call unnecessary risks. I'm just saying.
I mean,
So River just got burdened
this is what happens when I drink too
and
much
webbed.
coffee.
So go ahead and take that affliction card. That goes over your character. And I don't know why you're playing like me today, but
Trying to
we
show
all
off.
have our days, I guess.
So
Here we
I'm
go.
super duper webbed. I'm going to use my guidance prayer to pray for.
If you pray for deliverance for me, I can knock those webs off immediately. Because I have reprieve. And take the webs off of you immediately.
Oh, I see. That's fancy. So I'm praying for deliverance for Peter. That's
a 7.
success.
So that allows Peter to move back. And with reprieve, I'm allowed to swap places with you. Thereby ripping the
Whipping the
webs.
whipping the webs.
Ripping the webs right off of you.
Thanks, Peter.
Yeah. It's corny.
Yeah.
I love it.
I thought
Let's
I
cheese
had
it up,
it,
Linda.
but it didn't work. But you know what? If at first you don't succeed,
What are you doing?
I'm doing it again
Why?
because I got distance.
Oh my gosh.
Here we go, Starfall.
Ooh,
I mean,
16.
it's not a 20, but it's way better.
You're going after this guy?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm ticking.
Tick, tick, tick away.
Last one.
Still a horde, though.
Last one. Ooh, sickness can't reach me.
Oh, yeah, you're 2 away.
Yep. So, Arya, girl, yeah, clean up this mess. She's just gonna go after the guilt in her zone and leave that to Sparrow because she's learned from River's mistakes. Here we go. I'm gonna use Whisper of Peace on it. That's a 4.
Yeah,
I like that number.
that's a good number.
I mean, fun fact, it is one of my favorite numbers.
Block it.
Got me some webs.
Oh my gosh. So
And a burden. I'm going to pray for my own deliverance. I got 10. No longer webbed. Whisper of Peace, the guilt in my zone. There we go.
there it is. Bam.
Here we go. Burning Harp is active if I prefer, and hey, why not? Famous last words.
Burning Harp going after this guy, I'm
Yes.
assuming. That's another 4. I don't want to laugh at you, but I'm laughing at you.
I heard that. All right, I am within range. Look, another 4.
Wow. You want some of my 10s?
Meh. No, I'll just take my sickness and go.
All right.
I'm gonna rest.
Shouldn't take these things lightly.
Pray for healing. Apparently. 11.
Sparrow is going to take his turns. He's going to spend his action, and he's going to pop on out of here. Boom! And then he's going to pop into here for 2. Boom! And then he's going to get spawn struck. Or actually, he's going to get auto struck by the top card.
Oh yeah,
of
that horde there.
So I got to block that first.
On 10.
And a 5
I think you're good.
to his 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
So I'm good on that.
Yep.
All right, so I blocked it. And now I'm going to take this guy, the Warrior Angel. The Warrior Angel does something like this. Smite you! So he comes in there and he destroys everything in that zone minus the Monarch. It's going to be really nasty for you here in a minute, bud. Sparrow's going to spend his last action. Actually, he's going to spend his guidance prayer to pray for discernment.
7.
Oh, I got Wings of Ice. So this is a quiver that allows me to use Heaven's Breath, which allows me to freeze zones. We're not going to get into that in today's game, but this is a very cool thing to have. I'm going to put that on my character, right where my armor is. And then I'm going to spend my last action to rest and pray for discernment again.
Good call.
And then it's going to go on to Peter. Peter is going to take his first turn. He's back here.
Just been itching, hasn't he?
He's just been itching to do this. So here he goes. For his first strike, he's going to move in here and crush this dude.
As a reminder, because that angel's in there, the pit cannot spawn.
Yes, the pit is blind, and the Monarch is susceptible to me because I'm going to get a +2 to my light. So I only need an 11 to hit him.
Correct.
And I got a 14.
Whoop.
Boom! That's the melee hit. He's still not down yet because that was the final hit on his card for the weapon type that we needed. So we needed a melee strike. So now the next hit is going to be the final hit, regardless of what we hit him with. But let's get that event card out of the way. Hopefully it's not too gnarly. Nobody says that anymore except for me. Willful Defiance.
Uh-oh.
You want to press on, but a taunting whisper continues to entice you to give up. Lay down your weapons and go home. You cry out to heaven for endurance. Roll a guidance die.
Nice.
That's a 9. Draw 5 discernment cards and choose 2 to keep, returning the rest back to the deck in any order.
Lovely. Hey, maybe you can find the quiver you're looking for.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the Humble Heart. I already have that. This is the King's Sword. Now that's tempting to hang on to, but let's see what else we got. The Dagger of the Spirit. This is cool. This gives you tread lightly, which allows you to not be bound as long as you're wielding it. So you can never get trapped. Wake from the Darkness is pretty awesome. We're not going to get into that rule today. We'll leave that for you guys when you're ready to play. It's a pretty crazy thing. And then the Spring of Life, which actually just acts like a free action. So I'm going to take the Spring of Life, and I'm going to throw these back, and I want to put...
You get to keep 2.
Oh, well then I'm taking the Dawnbreaker then. That's like one of my favorite, and I'm going to put that on top. So I'm going to put that back on top. I'm going to take both of these.
Fantastic.
My next action to use the Dawnbringer to go after that monarch. Here we go. This is it. Mm-hmm. Actually, I'm going to use the Weight of Mercy. Here we go. 8, 9, 10 because of the angel.
Yeah.
11 because of my light boost.
Yeah.
Still not enough.
It's not.
All right. He's striking back, but I have burst. Come on, Peter. You can do it, bud. I have Petra. Oh, there it is. Bam! Peter gets the hit with the burst, hitting him with my shields. So I got a 9 to his, I don't know, he's a 3?
Yeah, he's a 3.
He's a 3.
Plus 1 is full.
4. And then I got a 6 above that, so that means I burst him, I hit him with my shields,
Dude.
and he is done.
Nice.
Falls into the pit and is destroyed. Now, at this
Yes.
point, we would be listening to the end of this chapter, which is an audio drama. We're not going to listen to that today. We'll allow you guys to do that on your own time just to save spoilers and whatnot. Ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
that is the end of the first chapter.
Yeah.
I hope this was a nice little taste of what to expect for this game. Every monarch, every chapter plays differently. They all have their own behaviors. And as the board and the campaign progresses, it gets much more aggressive and crazy. By the end of this game, it is full-on war, you guys.
Yep, definitely.
But I hope this helps you learn to play a little faster or gives you a little flavor of what to expect.
Yeah, that was an epic play, by the way, with it being the very last one of
Peter
the round.
smashing it.
That was
That is
amazing.
the best, dude. Like when you have this like last ditch effort thing, and it's like boom, and everything, and you get victory. It's so good. It never gets old.
Loved it.
It never gets old. So we had a lot of fun playing with you guys, and we hope to see you soon.
Yeah.
Keep an eye out for those how to play videos, which is going to break down each rule individually. And go and know that he is with you.